It has been 6 years since Christine's husband and daughter passed away in a cruise ship accident while on vacation. At least 32 people lost their lives that day. Christine couldn't make it at the last moment due to a medical emergency, and that's the only reason she is alive. It was a devastating time for Christine. She is a doctor, but she felt so helpless. And after that, Christine was left all alone to suffer in her misery and depression. Good evening, doctor. I got your favorite. You didn't have to come all the way here. Well, when you have a busy doctor for a girlfriend, you have to arrange date nights at the hospital. Henry. Christine met him about a year ago at a seminar, and they just happened to connect. Henry brought a sense of hope and motivation to move on in life again. And as one thing led to another, they got into a relationship and have been together for almost 6 months now. Recently, Christine moved in with him, hoping the change in environment would do her health some good. Christine loves him, but even now, she is still very hurt. And those memories of her late daughter and husband are still very fresh in her mind. Everything happened all so suddenly. In these past years, all Christine has wanted is closure. All she has wished for is a chance to speak with them the last time. Every weekend, Christine goes to the cemetery and visits their graves. This cemetery was partially made into a park, and to one side, there was an old church. Not a lot of people came here. Christine only ever saw a few people strolling by. Staring across the path, Christine noticed the church door open. Should I go? Whether it was curiosity or a sense of hopelessness, she walked down the path to the entrance of the church. The door creaked open loudly as she stared at the glass decor inside the lonely hall. Welcome to the Lord's house, my child. Christine turned startled to see an old man. Oh, hello. I'm Christine White. I see you here every now and then, but you never came in before. I guess it took me a while to find hope. Every moment is a new beginning, child. Never be despair of the Lord's grace. What is bothering you? You can tell me. I'm here to help. I've lost my husband and daughter in an accident. It was around 8 that night. Christine left the church and was on her way home. Henry, sorry I didn't see your call. Where were you? I called the hospital. They said you left 3 hours ago. I came down to the cemetery and I got talking with the priest. Priest? Yeah, there's a church by this park. I met him there. Father Electra. He's a good man. Oh, all right. After speaking with Father Electra that evening, in a long time, Christine felt a renewed sense of hope. And from then on, she continued to visit the church. How do I move on, Father? I can't forget them. You don't have to move on, my child. Death is part of life. You must embrace it. If only I could speak with them. Are you sure this is what you want? I can't tell you how many times I've wished I was with them on the ship. All right, come with me. Priest Lecter got up and ushered Christine. He led Christine into a private chamber. It seemed to be a study. Take a seat. Christine sat down, watching as Priest Lecter closed his eyes and began to chant something, a prayer. Soon, there was a sense of stress on his face, as if he were experiencing something. He opened his eyes and looked at her. He says, his love for you is everlasting, and he will be beside you for eternity. For you are and will always be his only love. What? He told me the exact words John told me when we got married. How could he know? It was probably a bizarre guess. He's an old man. He has seen many lives. No, Henry, don't be so casual about it. You know it's not possible. Henry was starting to get curious about this man. For the past few days, Christine had been mentioning him a lot, and she was suddenly visiting the church. In the past months they have been together, Henry has never known her as the religious kind. So the next evening, he decided to accompany Christine to the church and get to meet the man himself. Stepping into the church, Henry was a little surprised by how old the building was. It's an old church. Does anyone even come here anymore? Down the altar, an old man stood. As he turned, Henry was startled by his appearance. You have brought a visitor. Yes, Father. This is my boyfriend, Henry. Boyfriend? Hello. Welcome to the house of the Lord. Henry didn't like the tone of the man's voice, but he was otherwise polite, and after some small talk, Henry and Christine took leave. You don't find him a little strange? What do you mean? He looks so old. Henry, that's a little judgmental. So what if he's old? No, there's something odd about him, and I don't think he liked me. He didn't like the fact that you're with a man outside wedlock. So what? He's a clergyman. Henry didn't know why, but he found Priest Lecter awfully suspicious. Father, is there any way I can communicate with them? I can try, but I can't promise you anything. Christine sat there closely watching Priest Electra as he whispered his prayers under his breath. But this time, just within a while, all of the lights in the church flickered off. Christine's heart began to race. Is it working? Are they here? Remain patient, my child. Christine was about to get up when she suddenly began to hear whispers. Christine. Mommy. Lisa? John? Is that you? Christine could distinctly hear her daughter's voice, her husband's voice. But they seemed so far away. No matter how much she called back, she couldn't reach them. As the lights flickered back on, Christine looked at Priest Electra. Father, I heard them. I heard them. Yes, my child, but this is as close as I could reach them. They do not want to speak with you. Why, Father? You have broken your vows. He is upset with you. As long as you are with another man, he will not speak with you. Henry? What should I do? Should I leave him? What have I been doing? Have I betrayed John and Lisa? I can't move on like this. I have to do this. Returning home that night, Christine was determined to do what she had to. Henry, I need to talk with you. Yeah, what's up? This relationship, I think we should separate. Henry stared at Christine, confused. Where is this coming from? Seeing Christine quiet, Henry was shocked. But why? Wait, is this because of that old man? You won't understand. I won't understand? It's not that. What's there not to understand? He's been brainwashing you. I'm sorry, Henry. I don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Fine. Christine couldn't hold in the tears as Henry walked out on her. But she has to be strong. She has to go through with this. It was around midnight. Christine returned to the church. My child, I was awaiting your arrival. Father, I've done it. I've left him. Seeing her tears, Priest Electra shook his head. You have done well. This is what I've been waiting for. Come with me. Christine followed Priest Electra. This time towards the back of the church, where there was a hole leading to a doorway. Priest Electra opened the door to reveal a staircase leading down. Taking a torch, Priest Electra entered, lighting the way as Christine followed. They soon reached a chamber. There was nothing inside but a stone chest. "Father, what is this place?" Priest Electra walked to the corner of the room, lifting his torch to reveal a portrait. Christine looked in awe, seeing a painting of a nun resembling her. "This is me." Without any explanation, any word, Priest Electra turned to the stone chest. As he unlocked it and pushed the cover aside, Christine suddenly realized what it was. Something didn't seem right anymore. "This is a grave. Why are you opening it? This is unholy. I thought you were a holy man." "No, my child. I'm only a woman of faith." "A woman?" Walking out on Christine, Henry was enraged. He couldn't think straight. But after a while, he came to his senses. He couldn't understand why Christine would suddenly leave him. She loved him, and he loved her. They had the perfect relationship, and all of a sudden, broke them apart? How? Who was he? Not knowing what to do, Henry went to the local library and thought he'd get some information on this church and on this man. But even after browsing the net for a long time, he couldn't find anything. Newspapers. For hours, Henry went through the local newspapers from the area until he finally found an article from the early 1900s. This is the same church. And is that him? Almost 100 years ago, priest Gregory Electra had bought this old colonial church that had been shut down for years and planned to renovate and reopen the Lord's house. The church was first founded by a nun named Rebecca, very well known in town. There was a time when she used to preach the Lord's word and help people in need, treat the ill, heal the sick, and exorcise the possessed. After she passed away, the church had been laying vacant. It was during the renovation, Priest Electra was informed of a hidden doorway leading underground. As the workers were reluctant to go down under, Priest Electra decided to check it out himself and discovered a large chest. Amazing. Thinking the chest must contain the church's wealth, Priest Electra hurried to open it. But what he saw inside shook his core. My lord, what is this? This is horrible. It was the casket of Mother Rebecca. Her body lay inside, decayed and rotten, in a horrible condition. Priest Electra stumbled to the ground as the body opened its eyes, and Rebecca sat up. "Who are you?" "You have set me free from eternal damnation, but my body has perished. I will need another." The prophecy. I must find my resemblance. After ages, Rebecca was finally free, but in the body of Priest Electra. She knew his body would not last her long, and she had no plans to use it, for a prophecy had been made by the Lord that her host would soon be born. Following the prophecy, Rebecca waited 100 years, searching desperately for her resemblance, until she saw Christine. She is the one. She has all the signs. Welcome to the Lord's house, my child. "1902? How can that be? He's over 100 years old? I have to get to Christine." It was almost dawn when Henry returned to the house. He hurried to find Christine. "Christine!" Walking into their room, he found her sitting by the window. "Christine, you have to see something." "You? What are you doing here?" "Listen, we can talk this out later. You have to see this. Priest Electra, he's not what he seems." "What about Electra? He passed away last night." "What? He has passed away?" Henry froze in shock, as Christine got up and stared at him. "And I no longer identify myself with that name. Call me Rebecca." "Rebecca?" Before Priest Electra, this church used to belong to Mother Rebecca. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.